All right, well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, I'm Anita. And today, I want to talk about leading. Okay, we talk about leadership, which encompasses, leading. But I want to start with leading because that is the very foundation. I say the very foundation because the first thing we do, we lead ourselves. From the moment we open our eyes and begin our day, we are leading ourselves. And one of the most things to remember and to keep in mind is that to never underestimate the value of self awareness. The more we learn about ourselves, you guys, the more we understand others, the more we understand human nature, the more we understand the talents of others, because that is effective leading and leadership. Okay. We also want to be aware that, leading, we lead with our thoughts. Of course, we do. Nothing comes before thought. So we are always leading with our thoughts. We lead by influencing others. Leading others. How about our siblings? We lead our siblings, our pets. We lead our pets, those who are influenced by us. Okay. We also lead our parents. There's a saying that out of the mouths of babes. In fact, one day I was talking with my grandson a few years ago, and we were talking. I said, "Well, practice makes perfect. That saying, practice makes perfect." He said, "No, Ma, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as practice makes better." And ever since he said that, that has influenced my life a great deal when I am working on my goals and intentions and aspirations. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for better, and I see the progress along the way because of that. Okay. We also we also need to know self-awareness is so important because we need to know, how do we lead? Do we lead directly by directing others to do? Are we a direct leader? Do we direct in leading? Are we an inspiring leader? Do we encourage others? Are we a strategic leader? Or are we one that says, okay, how can I help you? Are we a serving leader? We need to know what comes first. We need to know who we are in the best way. What is the best way of moving forward in leading and being a leader? Now, I just in closing, I want to share a little tip with you. This is from the Tap Into You Peace and Practice. This is called the process, and the process is, as we gain more self-awareness, it's very important. Let that be a priority, okay, throughout your life, on all of your paths, is to learn, be cognizant, be conscious of learning who you are. You want to learn, a good way to learn who you are is to observe what you do. There's a saying, we are what we do. I tend to differ. I say we do what we are. We do what we are. So when you observe what you are doing, you come to learn more about who you are and what is most effective in communicating with others. Okay. Now here's the process. The first process is focus. Focus on what it is that you want. Okay. Then be resolute. Then commit to it. Commit to it. Then also be intentional. This is where, again, self-awareness comes in. You want to align that goal, that intention of what you want to do with your creed, with your beliefs, so, but you got to know what they are, right? Okay, so you want to align that what you are doing with who you are. Okay, then you want to be dedicated, because there are definitely going to be some times where people may not encourage you as much as what you may need. You may need that external encouragement. You may need that internal encouragement, but it's not there, or it's kind of a little low. It's a little low. You can weaken up the game on that, but you don't stop. That's where the dedication, the devotion comes in. I'm going to continue because I understand that this happens in life, and this happens as we are progressing on our path, on our journey, serving others with our purpose. Okay. Then the next one is achieving, because the more we achieve in anything, and sometimes the achieving is not achieving what we thought we were going to achieve, but we achieve something and learning something about, because something may not have worked out. We learned what not to do. We learned what works with us. We learned what works for us. Okay, so we're always achieving. We're achieving because we are learning. We are learning in the process of life. And then that's how we become the whole of you, who you are and what you do. Okay, so I just wanted to share that information with you, and I do hope, I do pray that these tips and this message will serve you well. All right, okay. So enjoy today, enjoy your life, be happy, make time to have fun, and yes, be serious, but don't always take everything so serious. Take the time to do stuff with ease and joy. Bless.